Carbon credit cards, economic punishment dressed as sustainability. Welcome back. I'm Adeline Atlas, 11 times published author, and this is the Smart Cities Plus Internet of Things series. There's a new kind of currency on the horizon, and it's not money, it's carbon. But don't be fooled by the greenwashing and sustainability talk. These aren't just measures to protect the planet. They're systems designed to control your behavior, track your choices, and punish you economically when you exceed the allowable carbon limits. Enter the carbon credit card, a seemingly innocuous piece of plastic or digital entitlement that, on the surface, promises to reward sustainable choices. Reduce your emissions, plant a tree, lower your environmental impact, and receive points or financial rewards. But behind the facade of sustainability lies a much darker reality: economic punishment disguised as environmentalism. And once carbon credits become the official currency of access, you will realize how tightly the grid can squeeze your every move. The carbon credit card isn't a far-off concept. In fact, it's already being tested in Sweden, where carbon footprint tracking is integrated directly into personal finance. Every purchase you make, every flight, every grocery store visit, every transaction is tracked for its carbon impact. If you've exceeded your carbon limit, your credit card is suspended. You can't buy what you want. You can't travel. You can't even order food. Your purchases are linked to your environmental compliance, and if you go over your quota, you pay the price, not in dollars, but in freedom. But it's not just about tracking your purchases. It's about monitoring your lifestyle. The goal isn't simply to reduce emissions. The goal is to lock you into a behavior modification system where your every action, every choice, every movement is logged, scored, and rewarded or penalized based on its environmental impact. It's social credit, but with an eco twist. Your actions are no longer personal. They're public data points, and those data points are monetized. Let's break down how this could unfold. Imagine you live in a 15-minute city, as we discussed in the previous episode. In a smart city, everything is connected: your energy, your transportation, your food, your clothing, your health, your social life. Everything is tracked, and everything is connected to your carbon footprint score. Want to take a long trip out of your district? That's going to cost you. Your carbon credits are deducted based on the emissions of your travel method: your car, your train, your plane. But what happens when you don't have enough credits? Well, you simply don't get to go. You can't access the transportation. You can't buy the tickets. Your movement is restricted until you earn more carbon credits, perhaps by cycling more, eating less red meat, or conserving energy at home. In a world where every action becomes a data point, compliance becomes the rule of life. And here's the kicker: this system isn't universal. While you're restricted by your carbon credits, those with higher social, economic, or political status will have access to more. They'll bypass restrictions. They'll keep traveling, consuming, living as they always have. The rich will be able to bypass the system, with private jets, luxury resources, and untracked consumption. The system is set up to reward compliance and punish those who can't afford it. It's not just the elite who are insulated from the system. Tech companies, governments, and corporate entities will be able to buy their way out of restrictions. The carbon credit system isn't a level playing field. It's a tiered structure, where your lifestyle is dictated by the AI-driven climate policies designed to optimize societal compliance. And if you don't play along, you lose access to society's most basic services. You think you're making choices based on environmental concerns, but you're really choosing based on accessibility. You're choosing based on how much data about you is being harvested and how well you comply with the system's demands. What happens when you exceed your carbon credits? When you exceed your carbon limits, whether by driving too much, traveling too far, consuming too much energy, you face penalties. Your credit score could drop, restricting your access to services. Your travel privileges could be revoked. Your food deliveries might stop. You won't just feel guilty for consuming too much. You'll be financially punished for failing to meet the green standard of behavior. This system isn't just about punishing bad behavior. It's about rewarding compliance. How? Through access to services. The more compliant you are, the more access you have. The less you consume, the more privileges you unlock. Your carbon score becomes your passport to freedom. The higher your score, the more you can buy, travel, and consume. It's a pay-to-play world, except the game isn't just about money. It's about how eco-friendly you are. And it's measured by an invisible set of algorithms that track every footstep you take, every action you perform, and every decision you make. This is the new normal. It's not just about carbon emissions. It's about complete digital oversight of your entire life. Your every movement is being measured, optimized, and managed by systems designed to track your compliance, make predictions about your behavior, and assign value based on your environmental status. And this doesn't just stop with carbon. What if social credit scores are tied to your carbon credits? Imagine your ability to move, your social interactions, your ability to access healthcare, all linked to how well you conform to the climate-driven behavioral restrictions. This isn't just about environmental policies. This is about making citizens compliant through data, turning them into manageable units of data that can be scored, tracked, and restricted at will. The cost of green policies. What these eco-conscious systems ignore is the hidden cost of tracking and policing individual behavior. The promise of sustainable living comes with a price: the loss of personal autonomy. When every purchase you make is linked to a digital identity, when every decision is monitored and scored, when every step you take is being watched, you are not free. You are part of a system, an ecosystem of control disguised as sustainability. This system isn't just about fixing the environment, it's about fixing human behavior. It's about greening the system by making freedom a privilege, not a right. And when sustainability becomes mandatory, when behavior is forced by financial penalties and carbon tracking, it's no longer a system designed for the planet. It's a system designed to control people. So here's the real question: who benefits from this system? It's certainly not the average citizen, who will be increasingly punished for their lifestyle choices, even when those choices are made out of necessity, not luxury. It's certainly not those who can't afford to opt out of the system's demands. It's certainly not those who rely on travel, cars, or energy-consuming appliances to simply live their lives. The ones who benefit from this system are the companies that own the data, the tech giants who control the infrastructure, and the governments that gate access based on eco-compliance. The more you're tracked, the more they profit. The more they restrict your movement, the more they control your access. And the more you pay for the privilege of existing within their system. And you'll pay with your life. Not in dollars, but in autonomy, in freedom, in the ability to live without restriction. The real cost of the carbon credit system is not the environment, it's humanity's freedom. Hi, I am Adeline Atlas, 11 times published author, and SOS, School of Soul has a brand new series, the AI and Future Technology series. Look, you know the world is changing, and no, it's not going back to normal. Normal is over, and what's coming next is beyond anything we were prepared for. The School of Soul, AI and Future Technology series includes 319 videos on 1. The Download Society, How Data Has Replaced Destiny. 2. Predictive Future. Your next moves aren't random, they're forecasted. 3. Social Credit Systems. The behavioral economy now governs access. 4. Hive mind. Synthetic telepathy and collective algorithmic control. 5. Nanobots inside you. Medical, military, and programmable intrusions. 6. Grief tech. AI-fueled digital resurrection and simulated comfort. 7. Uploading your mind, consciousness transfer, and data-based identity. 8. Deep fakes plus AI clones. The replication of reality and identity theft. 9. Quantum humans. The merger of biology with quantum systems. 10. Digital afterlife, where your data goes when you die. 11. Resurrection science, reviving life through synthetic methods. 12. Immortal science, the end of death as we know it. 13. Longevity science, gene editing, anti-aging, and bio-upgrades. 14. Designer babies, engineered perfection before birth. 15. Artificial wombs, birth decoupled from the female body. 16. 3D printing, printing organs, limbs, and even humans. 17. The humanoid era, the rise of synthetic beings among us. 18. Legacy humans, the slow phase-out of unmodified analog people. 19. Smart cities, algorithmic environments that watch and decide. 20. Cloud-based societies, citizenship without borders or bodies. 21. Hackable humans, emotion, memory, and behavior under code. 22. Biometric scanning, your body is your password and your prison. 23. Sex tech, intimacy reprogrammed by machines. 24. Extinction of gender, fluidity, deletion, and design of identity. Every topic is fully explored with real-world technologies, patents, case studies, ethical analysis, and future forecasts. These aren't someday discussions. This is already happening. Join the SOS School of Soul Vault to overstand the future before it's implemented on you.